Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So we are configuring router 0, right? And in which what we are doing is we are setting the routing table, and routing table is needed so that router can able to know the destination network, right? Because the role of router is to forward the packet to the destination network, not to the destination node. There is a difference. Destination node is the individual computer. Let's check it out. Destination node is this one, PC14 is a destination node, which is demanded by PC1. Suppose on the other network want to connect with destination node PC14, router is not forwarding or delivering the packet to PC14. Router is only forwarding the packet so that it can reach to the network. This is the network. Hope to the destination network means this one. This is the network. This is the LAN over here. Now to that particular device, this switch or hub is delivering the packet to the unique to this particular PC. Okay, right? Getting? Is it clear? Okay. So what we are doing is now we are giving the network address. Because it could be easily clear from here because router does not have the individual IP address. You can see I have not supplied the individual IP address of each nodes. I have only supplied the network address. What is the network address? 10.0.0.10 0 is the network address. If I am trying to suppose, let's check it out. PC14 whose IP address is 192.168.1.5. Just put it in your temporary memory and just recall it. What it is? 192.168.1.5. It will not take it. नहीं लिया इसने लिया what address it consumed? Network address. It is 192.168.1.0. It's not the individual address of the computer. So that's why I am always saying that the task of a router is not to deliver the packet to the individual device. The task of a router is to deliver the packet to the network or to forward the packet to the network of that device. Right? It will not deliver the packet to the destination. It will deliver the packet to the network of that destination. Because router does not hold the individual IP address of each devices. So how it could be possible? It could not be possible that it could able to deliver to the individual device. Now who is taking care of this thing? Hub and switch, which will be taken care by physical layer and data link layer. That's why we are saying. And which address is working at that layer? Physical address, MAC address. Getting? Yes? Okay. Now one more address is left, that is 172, the middle one. What is that? Let's move my cursor to this. So you can see one is 10.0.0.20/8. Other one is 172.0.0.1, right? So I have to give this network that is 172.0.0.1. If I also enter 1, then also it will take the network address. You can see it only take the network address. It will not take the IP address, right? So this is the one part, that is router 0 of LKCTC. right? Which is connected with more router in between. That could be also possible. 3, 4. Now, in the next lab, what I will do, I will try to demonstrate that in between we have 3, 4 routers also, and we will have multiple paths. And I will show you that if one path is off, then also packet will automatically reroute to another path, right? That I will show in the next class, but because there is a limitation in time, we don't have much time, so we have to finish this task, right? First of all, so on the other side also, what we will do is we will set the IP address. So 192 is there, then 10.0.0.1, that will not be accepted again, the network address of that, and one is again there, 172.0.0.0, so that will be accepted, right? Let's check it out. It is going to deliver our packet or not to over here, or yes. Let's check it out. Will it able to send it to this router or not? It get failed over here to here. It again get failed, means there is a problem, right? Now please understand that we could able to send from here to here, it is successful. Between router to router, it is successful, and between this router to router, this is successful. What is the problem? Why we are not able to send from here to here? Yes, gateway. Gateway is missing. What is the gateway? 0/0/0. 0/0/0 is 10.0.0.20. So what we have to give the server? Default gateway 10.0.20. Let's check it out. By setting gateway, now you can see that my message from this server to over here, it could be easily reached, right? Now same thing we will do from between this to this server. Now again it is failed. What is the problem? We have set gateway on one side. What about the other side? This side also it is needed. So 0/0/0 for this, what is the gateway we have given? 992.68.1.20. So let's set the gateway, and how much it is? 192.168.1.20. Let's check it out. We could able to reach or not. From here to here, it is successful. From this server to NIT server to now it is successful. Now let's check it between server to server. So it is now successful, right? So let's check it out for PC01 to PC11. What is the problem? First time. Now what? Gateway. Gateway is the issue. PC0 we have not set the gateway, or what we need to do is, right, so we have to set the gateway in that DHCP server individually. Then automatically each device will get the gateway automatically. Not a problem, right? Now one more server is there that we can work on, that is HTTP server. As today I told you in the morning, there is HTTP server, right? We can turn it on, and this is what we have. Suppose this is few website which is running on this server, HTTP server, right? So what we will do is we will turn it on for this. And then we will try it. What is the address? This is the address. That is copyright.html. And what is the IP address of this? 10.0.0.11, right? Now let's check it out. We're having a web browser over here, right? So 192. What is the address? 10. 0.0.11 slash copyright dot. Getting? Not getting. Did you understand what we just now what we did? No. Okay, let me do it again. Let's have a index.html. I'm going to edit it and I'm going to put it over here. Vikram.html. So I have made a page in this server. This server is now going to serve this service that is known as this web page, website I have just created, right? This is the website which I have created in this server. And over here in NIT, I'm just trying to now you're getting what? It's just like, suppose this is your Google server over here in a remote site, and over here in the classroom, you are typing www.com like this. Getting? You do करते हो ना अभी चीजें. So what I need to do is 10.0.0.20 in that server. This web page .html now could be easily able to reach, right? 11th, sorry, 11 dot this one. So from this server, now the request is going all through this router to another router in a remote location to this server where the web page is running vikram.html. That web page is now getting open to this device. This is how the HTTP is working on. What is your HTTP? HTTP protocol. Getting? What is your HTTP protocol? See, when I'm clicking request is going to this site. Let's check it out in a simulation mode. And where is our server? Over here. So when I click on this page, you can see the request is gone to the switch. From that switch, it went to the router. From router, it went to the other router, right? And to the other router, it went to the hub of that LAN. From that hub, it get broadcasted and it reached to the other lab. And on the other lab, it get rejected because it does not belong to that. And then it reached to the server. Request reached to the server. Now request went back to the hub. Over here, you can see there is a wastage of bandwidth. Lots of packets are generated. That's why we are not using hub for a large network. That is a disadvantage. Now packet will back to the router. There will be unicasting and it will reach to the router, right? So in this manner, you will see the packet acknowledgement or the request that we demanded from DHCP LKCTC will reach back to the server, DHCP server, and it will reach to the back to the DHCP, and then you will find that it will come back to the right this way, right? So whenever I am doing this task, whenever in this way the request is going back. Over here you have seen there is no huge traffic. There is a unicasting, but on the other side there is always broadcasting. So this also shows that hub is not a good option when we are talking about large network. because it utilizes the bandwidth unnecessarily. And for security point of view also, this hub is not a good option, right? Now you can see over here, when I click over this particular tab, it is going to show you that how it is working on which layer, right? You can see over this, यहाँ पे आप ड्रॉप ये जो दिख रहे हैं आपको सारे, अगर आप इनमें क्लिक करेंगे, when I will stop it, right? So अगर आप सपोज करो स्विच की बात कर रहे हो, now this is what the packet is. Packet was for which protocol? HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol का पोर्ट नंबर क्या होता है? What is the port number of HTTP protocol? So that's why it is coming over here. And that's why one process which is running on this server will able to communicate to another process which is running on other server, right? Over here. So this is one application, that is HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which runs on port number 80, right? Could able to communicate with this through this server with IP address plus port number 80. So this port number, which we learned in the morning lecture, is basically help us to deliver our data for that particular application, which is running in the remote site. Getting for this HTTP. Let's come back to the real-time mode and now check it. That if we go back to this web page, we could. So this is how so fast. The time you take to blink your eyes, in that time of fraction, you will receive back the. This is how fast it is when you are using Google also, right? You will get response from the server, and in between or behind the screen, so much of task will take place in fraction of seconds, right? Getting? So in this way, now today what we have just created is, one is DHCP server, second HTTP, and there is a difference. DHCP server is for assigning IP address, right? Assigning IP address, right? Whereas HTTP is a web server. Please remember this thing. It is called a web server for serving the websites. Like आप Google का पेज सर्च कर रहे हो, वो आपके स्क्रीन में आ रहा है, तो कैसे आ रहा है? Or you can say it could be a client server model. यहाँ से रिक्वेस्ट, ये क्लाइंट बन गया था, ये सर्वर जिसने रिक्वेस्ट करी पेज को, और वहां पे सिस्को का पेज वहां से रिक्वेस्ट वापस आई और यहाँ पे ओपन हो रहा है, राइट? इन दिस मैनर वी कुड एबल टू डू दैट. अगर आप इतना कर सकते हैं, then we will go to the next lab, in which what we will do is we will have more routers, and then we will see the real meaning of RIP protocol. Because why we call it RIP and why we call it dynamic routing. RIP is called dynamic routing. What that means? That means that if one path is no more available, then data will travel to alternate route automatically. अगर static routing है, so it will remain fixed even in case of failure. But अगर dynamic routing है, so it will adapt accordingly the network. If there is a network failure, then it will try to reach to the destination with alternate route. Now for that, you can see in this router there is no more available port. So what we will do, we need to, yes, anyone, turn it off. We need to add the module. Which module we need to add? Yes, anyone? Which one is needed? Fiber optics. This is a panel. This is your serial port. This is your something else. This is your gigabit Ethernet port for fiber optics. Then what we have, 10 base, 1000 base 100 gigabit Ethernet port, right? Then what we have over here, this one is needed, right? So we will try to fix that part. This one will able to work over here. This one is a complete panel. 4 switching port is there, right? So similar way, what we will do, in the same way, we will turn it off. We will have this module, where it is, this one, and then we will connect it, right? Now we will try to connect with this, right? In that way we can able to connect, right? Similarly, the entire we have not added. We need more ports. You try to understand, right? As we are full with this number of port, because over here we have left with only 2. We need 3. So we need to add one more panel, right? In this manner, we can have more and more routers, right? So what we need, we have 2, which is already consumed, right? So let's have one more over here. We have to turn it off, right? Then we will try to connect, right? Similarly, for this also, we have this. We have to turn it off, and then we try to connect it like this way, right? There is some issue with this one because this is connected with the straight cable. So you just need to check it out, which port we have connected with. This one. Turn it on the same way. Right. We'll connect it over. Why it is coming again? Straight cable पे नहीं है, क्यों आ रही है? Yes. Any doubt till now? We will turn it on. So I'm trying to connect it with this to this port. Now okay, right? So I'm going to do it this one with this one. Is it clear? Now you can see this server is connected with one path, that is, now it's, let's named it router 0, router 2, router 1 and router 3. This server can easily make path to this one. This is the first path that could be possible. Then the second path, this could also be possible. Then the third part, this could also be possible. What else? Yes. This is could also possible. Yes. What else? One. Anything else? Yes. Other path could be possible or not? All finish? Yes. उधर उधर नहीं R1 R2 R3 R1 R2 then R3 then okay, you are saying from server to R3 then R2 फिर R1 and then this is the maximum. Furthermore, okay, so when we are talking about RIP, that's why this protocol used. This is known as dynamic routing. In that way, just imagine that if this route is not available, let me clear the screen. If this path is not available, so you'd able to reach to the alternate path. And how we can decide this thing? First, we will set the network. First, we will set the network, and then we will turn off all the network except the one from which we want to send. Then what we will do? We will turn off all the network, and then we will decide the middle one. Then we will turn off the middle one also, and then we will turn on this one also. So in that way, it could be easily identified that yes, that is the minimum criteria. Yes, why you are talking? Yes. Now you can, yes, online students, now you can check it by doing it yourself. Have practice. If you have any doubt, you can write in the chat box.